The Commanders are on the verge of something special. From the aftermath of wide receiver one, Terry McLaurin getting his deal done, not only is he improving his game, but he also is helping improve the game of Jayden Lane. I'm your host, Ozzy Almahia, with Commander Digest, reporting everything all Washington Commanders offseason, regular season, anything between. So if you want to be caught up to date, everything Commanders, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Yes, we all know that the summer of McLaurin is over, the roller coaster of emotions. From that, it's great to see that there's no bad blood between the front office and McLaurin. He's already got the pads on. He's already been training with the team, which is great to see. And not only that, like I said in the intro of the video, he's taking no time, not only improving his game, but he's also passing his knowledge, his wisdom, taking the extra time and effort to help improve the game of rookie wide receiver Jayden Lane that was drafted by the Commanders earlier this year. And it's great to see. It just shows his character because Terry McLaurin doesn't have to do anything extra. He could just be like, I'm working on me, you do you. But he understands to help the younger guy. He understands his role within the team. He is one of the longest tenured players there. I don't want to call him old or anything, but obviously Jayden Lane, next generation player within. They're not the same generation, so McLaurin knows his role, that he's not a spring chicken anymore. He's on the older side, so he understands that his role, he's a veteran, he's a leader. Show these guys. He also understands that just because Jayden Lane is a rookie doesn't mean he can't put any efforts and impact to the team. If Jayden Lane gets better, the Commanders get better. So it's just great to see that relationship, that foundation growing over time, and hopefully it reflects on the Commanders' success heading into the regular season. We do have quotes from Jayden Lane, from Scary Terry. I've done the research for you, believe it or not, so you don't have to. We're going to be breaking it down. But before we do that, if you're a new watcher, new viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we're 1 week away and some change from game one, where the games are going to matter, where we're officially official. I know people have been saying 0-3, 0-3, the sophomore slump has started. Calm down, calm down. This team is going to look different once game one starts, and it's going to be a high intense game because they do go against the New York Giants. Then the division rival, so from the first snap it's going to get crazy. Like I said in the intro, everything all regular season will be covered right here. So if you're a new watcher, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Now, if you're a returning viewer, make sure you are subscribed because 87.5 of y'all who are watching the videos are not subscribed. That's crazy. Because for the free skis, doesn't charge you nothing, and it takes like 2 seconds. We also have the new button right here. Whoop. Yes, Digest Media is hiring. You can join the team today. Links will be in the description below for how you can apply. If you don't know what Digest Media is, it's essentially a company that covers all 4 major sports leagues in North America, whether that be NHL, MLB, NBA, NFL. Yes, if you ever wanted to join the ever-growing world of sports media, this is your chance. If you ever just wanted to be a content creator, a sports writer, a storyteller, Digest Media is where it's at. I'm first-hand proof. Digest Media gave me my first shot within this sports media world. They took a chance on me, and look at the numbers. The numbers are numbering right now. We started from not me, but they gave me the keys to the channel and be like, we're going to give you all the resources we can to help you improve here. They gave me the steering wheel, and we've been on go ever since. We started from all zeros right here. Everything zeros. From subscribers, from views, and everything. Look at the numbers now. Look how much we increased. That's because of Digest Media. Like I said, they've given me all the resources. They've helped me with content ideas. They've helped me with scripts. They've helped me with thumbnails. They've done that all. And look, the numbers have been numbering. Y'all have been running it up. If you know, you know. So like I said, if you ever wanted to start your journey within sports media, Digest Media is where it's at. And we can't wait for you to join the team. Now we're going to get back to the video. Oopsie. Okay, I didn't mean to click that button, but we can get right into the quotes. First one we have here is Jayden Lane. Just talk about how nice of a guy McLaurin has been and how he's been helping them throughout this whole roller coaster of him joining the league. As good as he is on the field, he's a better person off the field. He's just real easy to talk to. He's coaching me up all the time, so I'm loving it. I'm trying to be a sponge. Great W quote by Jayden Lane. W reading by me. And it's just great to see this clear-cut communication. There's no like friction. There's no, I don't want to ask him for help. There's open communications both ways. And it's great to see that Jayden Lane doesn't have that naive attitude. I don't need this. I'm gonna focus on me. I don't need extra help. Like there's both players want to get better. They can essentially learn from each other. And it's just great to see Jayden Lane saying all these great things about McLaurin. He's great off the field as he is great on the field, and he's real easy to talk to. Just explain any situation he can, coaching him up. Like I said, McLaurin doesn't have to do anything. McLaurin got paid. He can focus on him. He can focus on his numbers. He can focus on his incentives that he's trying to get. But no, he's taking that extra time and effort to help Jayden Lane because, like I said in the beginning, if Jayden Lane gets better, the Commanders get better. So it's just great to see. And Jayden Lane receiving any opportunity to speak and gain knowledge from him, being a sponge, soaking it in is great to see. We also have a scenario that was talked about from Haley Salvatore from Commanders.com, explaining they were running scenarios in practice. This is what they had to say about it. A teaching moment from McLaurin happened during Thursday's practice when the two were paired up for a drill. In the exercise, McLaurin ran parallel to Lane up the sideline, acting as a defender to simulate a sideline catch under coverage. When the pass fell through Lane's hands on his initial run, McLaurin spent time chatting with Lane and seemingly explained a better way to approach the next run. W quo, a little bit out reading by me, but I think I recovered it. But like I said, they're running scenarios in practice. Do mess up now. Do the scenarios now in practice so they become easy when you're in real in-game time situations. And it's just great to see they're learning from each other. McLaurin, like I said, he knows what it's like to be in that scenario. He knows what to expect, how he can improve his game, and him watching them running right next to each other and simulating those tactics of how Jayden Lane, next time a scenario similar to that comes up, he'll be ready for it. He'll be well prepared. The nerves won't be there. It's just great to see. And we just talked about it before with this ideology with the Commanders is iron's gonna sharpen iron. You're gonna not essentially light up a flame, like cause don't want to say problems or create intensity, negative intensity, but iron sharpens iron. If you practice with each other, you're gonna get better. And it's great to see them bouncing off each other when it comes to ideas and how to approach certain plays and different styles you can get from it. Then for this final quote, we do have from McLaurin talking about what can we expect from Jayden Lane, saying this: Jayden Lane, I think, is a guy who's really going to have a chance to help us, not just within the return game, his dynamic ability, but some people may think he's just in the slot. And to be honest, I saw his film. He has a lot of plays at the slot, but I watched not only preseason, I watched practice, and he can play on the outside, his speed, his ability to get vertical. It's just great to see because McLaurin basically describing people are just looking at him as a slot guy, and all right, he can enter the league as a slot guy, but that doesn't mean he can enter the season as a slot guy, as a slot receiver, but that doesn't mean he ends the season being a slot receiver. He mentions he can play the outside, his speed, his way to get vertical when it comes to catching balls. There's different. Once this is the ever evolving league, the NFL, and you can't just be a one-trick pony essentially. Like I said, I do remember when I was doing my research on Jayden Lane, the post draft when the Commanders drafted him, that one of his great characteristic is that slot, being that slot receiver. But like I said, this is an ever evolving league. You can't just be a slot guy. You can't just be a one trick pony. You got to improve. You got to stay consistent. You got to be ever evolving. And for Jayden Lane to have different attributes, whether adding to his game, not only being a slot receiver, but also can play the outside, his speed, and being vertical when it comes to catching the ball. It's just great to see. And very dynamic from a wide receiver, very young, very early in his career. But like I said, it's just great to see McLaurin passing on that knowledge because you can't buy knowledge essentially. So you can only learn from it. You can only learn from others. And it's just great how there's clear-cut communication between both wide receivers. And maybe also not only McLaurin teaching him, but also Jayden Lane can teach McLaurin on bounce off each other, bounce ideas off how to go into certain scenarios, what to do in this scenario, what to do in that scenario. But like I said, iron sharpens iron. So these guys working together, it's just going to improve their game. And we discussed that have a great combination. The team Commanders are a great combination of veterans, but also young guys who want to feel hungry. And I've talked about it. I've mentioned in the post-draft video that I made this rookie team, this rookie class. It's something special that we haven't seen in a long time from Commanders. I'm just going to mention that because Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt looking great, Trey Amos looking great, Josh Conley Jr., and now Jayden Lane. We can expect a lot. He was named a part of the wide receiver group in the 53-man roster, and he's already getting great praise from McLaurin and from other officials, Washington personnel. So it's just great to see. What can we expect from Jayden Lane? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you have him in your fantasy? Do you have him later? I want to say one of the top rounds, but maybe he can also be an early sleep. He could be a sleeper within those fantasy picks like he was right now for the Commanders in the draft. But if anything breaks within the Commanders atmosphere, you know it'll be covered right here on the channel. I'm Aziel Mejia with Commander Digest, and I'll see you in the next video.